And some breaking news out of Hollywood. People magazine reports Oscar-winning actress Diane Keaton has died.
Diane Keaton? To the world, she was all charm. The quirky hats, the dry wit, the fearless roles. But behind the sunglasses and the sharp laugh, she was fighting battles that almost no one knew about. Before her death at 79, Keaton's family said she kept her final months private. No public complaints, no health updates. But if you look closer, the signs were always there. The truth is, those hats she made iconic, they weren't just a style choice. They were part of her armor. Long before she was Hollywood royalty, Diane Keaton faced a diagnosis that changed everything. At just 21, she was told she had skin cancer. That kind of news hits different when your whole career depends on your face. Years later, she told the LA Times, "My aunt had skin cancer so bad they removed her nose. My dad had it. My brother had it. It's tricky. That's why you've got to put on sunblock." For decades, she hid behind hats, not to hide, but to protect herself. And it worked. She turned vulnerability into a signature. But while the world admired her for her eccentric style, they missed the real story. Every hat, every shade of lipstick, every smile was survival. But cancer wasn't the only war Diane Keaton was fighting. In her 20s, she was told to lose 10 pounds for a Broadway role. Just 10 pounds. It sounds small until it turns into a spiral. She told Dr. Oz in 2014, "All I did was feed my hunger. I am an addict." That's how her battle with bulimia began. A quiet addiction, fueled by Hollywood's obsession with perfection. She hid it for years, masking it with humor and charm, because that's what Hollywood rewards. The smile that says, "I'm fine." Keaton eventually got help. Recovery didn't make her flawless. It made her real. In her memoir, she wrote, "I think I'm a sister to all the rest of the women and men who've had some kind of eating disorder. I'm part of the team." That line hit people hard, because when she finally spoke out, it wasn't for sympathy, it was for solidarity. She turned private pain into public power, and that's the kind of courage fame rarely rewards. In her later years, Keaton lived quietly, surrounded by her family, her books, and her hats. She didn't post dramatic hospital photos. She didn't chase sympathy. Instead, she left behind something far more powerful, a record of honesty. When you look back at her interviews, you can see it. A woman who learned that strength doesn't mean hiding your weakness. It means owning it and still showing up. After news of her passing broke, social media filled with tributes. Clips of her iconic movie moments flooded TikTok. Fans shared quotes, photos, interviews, not about fame, but about how real she was. She made aging cool. She made imperfection beautiful. And she made vulnerability something to be proud of. Diane Keaton's story isn't about tragedy. It's about truth. The quiet kind that takes decades to understand. She once said, "I've survived everything, and I'm still curious." Maybe that's the real legacy she leaves behind. Not the hats, not the movies, but the courage to keep being yourself, no matter who's watching. If this story inspired you, hit subscribe, because behind every flawless Hollywood smile, there's always a human story worth hearing.